Hi and welcome to Siegen in Germany. In today's video, we're visiting St. Mary's Church, are greeted by some amazing Spanish trumpets, and we're discovering a very small organ with a very squeaky air supply. As you can see, the church greets us with wonderful colorful windows, and up there you can see the large organ built by Siegfried Sauer in 1997. It's a funny story because this organ was actually purchased for €1 since the original church it was built in was closed, and the people from St. Mary's actually bought it for this symbolic euro and rebuilt it up in the organ loft. And it's a wonderful, wonderful instrument. It's only 27 stops, but you have everything you need. So you've got wonderful flutes, principals, Spanish trumpets even, and a wonderful, wonderful instrument, which is pretty perfect for its size. So there's nothing you could actually want more. I'm very excited because I'm playing concert here tonight, and yeah, let's test the organ. First thing you see when entering the organ loft is the Spanish trumpets, of course. And here we're looking for the on switch. And let's go. Air is on, lights on, shoes off, penguins are there as well. So let's hear the main voice of this wonderful instrument. As you can hear, we are greeted by a very thick principal, building up to the principal chorus and the mixtures. Well, you can tell from my smile that I like them very much. Continuing with the 16-foot. Very rumbly, here's the 8-foot flute. Four-foot. Just look at how awesome this organ looks from downstairs as well. This instrument also has a wonderful cornet, very bright, very stately. I like it very much. Nice. Here are the trumpets. And here are the trumpets you've been waiting for, the Spanish ones. The interesting thing about these trumpets is that they are actually based on a 4-foot basis. So not an 8-foot like usual, but 4-foot. But I mean, they still add a lot of color to the sound of the instrument. Here's the flute harmonique from this well. Very, very thick sound as well. Here's a kind of solo voice with the flute harmonique and the nasat and the 4-foot. Here I was trying to test how the flute harmonique changes things because it's so thick in sound. It changes the voice completely, as you can hear. It sounds very Baroque without the flute harmonique. Here's one of my favorite registrations. very bright mixture on that as well. Here's some trumpets. Quite powerful, aren't they? But they also got a wonderful oboe. Very lyrical. That's the oboe with the tremulant, and following that we're gonna hear the glockenspiel stop, which is a wonderful small bell sound. It's so fun to hear how different it sounds when you combine it with the flute, so you can actually hear pitches. Here's the Zimmelstern, which is actually spinning, which is a plus in my book. And well, that's already all of the stops of the organ. So before showing you the tutti in a live recording from the actual concert in Siegen, I'm gonna show you another instrument, because you might have noticed that there's another organ down there. So we got a small hand-pumped or feet-pumped organ actually, which is very squeaky but a lot of fun. I've heard that it was used during the restoration of the main organ, since it was recently installed. And you can see that it's quite an upgrade to have the large organ as well in the church, but this one is a wonderful instrument as well. I really like these organs. Well, the squeaking sound you can hear is actually not from my shoes, so it must be the bellows system or something, which is very funny. We are hearing the wonderful flute stops of the organ. I believe it's an 8 and 4 foot. Very clear, very nice. It's a nice instrument. That's the 2 foot, and in a few seconds you can hear what happens when you forget to pump the air. Phew, saved it. So, now time for the mixture. And well, that's the small organ in the altar area of St. Mary's Church. And well, now we got to go and listen back to the large organ and the tutti of it. So some of you might have seen the video already, but this is the finale of my sonata in D minor, which I played on the concert in like a close to the end part. And this features all the stops, including the Spanish trumpets. I hope you will enjoy the little excerpt of the concert, and thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.